If you're using Auth0 FGA, making everyone an admin is probably the easiest way to start. But as your team scales, that convenience could be kind of like a security nightmare. So let's fix that with roles. Hello everyone, my name is Carla and I'm a staff developer advocate here at Auth0. There's a chance you've probably run into the classic super admin problem. The solution to that is the principle of least privilege, which means giving the minimal amount of permissions to users, so only exactly what they need and nothing more. Luckily, the Per Member Authorization feature was designed exactly for that. This new feature introduces 4 new roles. First, we have the account owner for full control. Then we have group managers for team administration, store editors for modifying models and data, and store viewers for read-only access. Today, I'm going to show you how to use this new feature and enforce security rules without slowing your team down. So let's begin. Okay, so I'm here in my Auth0 FGA dashboard and I already have a model created that I've been using into my RAG Ruby application, but I haven't set any type of roles or permissions for other users. So I'm gonna go and do exactly that. You're gonna have to go to the account button in the top right, and then you'll see you have a couple of tabs here. We're gonna go to the groups tab. As you can see here, I don't have any new groups, but a group is basically how you organize different roles. So let's create a few of them. We're gonna start with a new group. We're gonna call this group the IT team, for example. And IT team has access to almost everything. I don't know. Please be more creative than me. Not creative, but like exact than me with the description. And as you can see, here we have 3 options for the groups. We have group manager, store editor, and store viewer. In the case of the IT team, I want to make them group managers so they can manage groups and member within groups. Once we have that, we're going to go ahead and click create. And I'm going to create another group. I'm going to call this one the developer team. And the developer team is a team that I don't want them to manage other people, but I do want them to have access to modify the store and change some information. So the developer team can make some changes and we're gonna make them store editors. When I select the store editor checkbox, I need to also select the store to which I'm giving them access to. So in this case, I do have a bunch of different stores that I've been using in my life. So in my case, I'm gonna give them access to the RAG Ruby app because that's the one I'm interested in. But as you can see, you can select multiple, but we're gonna keep it just for this one. Remember, principle of least privilege, please. And we're gonna create that one. And now I'm gonna create one last group, and this is gonna be what I call the support team. So this team is able to see the store and check the metrics and all that stuff, but I don't want them to have access to modify any data or even the authorization model itself. So support team does support. I'm just kidding. But yeah, we want to make them a store viewer. And again, because we're giving them access to a specific store, we need to select which one. Again, this is about my RAG Ruby store. So that's the only store I'm going to give them access to. And then I'm going to go ahead and click create. Okay, so now that we have our groups created, and yes, I had to change my mic because it ran out of battery, but that's okay. You can see in the members tab that I've already created a bunch of different users. So I created one for each group so I can show you exactly what these users are going to see when they log in. And just for the sake of this video, they have the same name as the group. So we have Carla Support, Carla Dev, and Carla IT. So I'm going to go back to the groups tab and start adding members to those groups. So in the IT team, I'm going to add Carla IT, and the same for the other groups. So for the dev team, I'm going to ask Carla Dev. And for the last one, I'm going to add Carla Support. So you can select here a bunch of users. You can also type if you want, but I only have a few users. And you'll see we've added all of the users. Now, the thing that we want to do is log in with different users. So me, I'm the account manager or the account owner, so I have access to everything in here and I can manage users and so on and so forth. We're gonna log in now as Carla IT, and Carla IT can only manage groups and roles. So I shouldn't be able to see any of the store related information. So let me go ahead and log in with my other users, and I'm going to cut that off so you don't have to see it.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I'm going to log back in with my Auth0 account with my other user, and I'm logged in as the IT person. So as you can see, I no longer can see anything about the store. I can only see information about groups and manage users. So if I go to account, I can only, see information about the account, groups, and members. And of course, you can see, who's the account owner or whatnot, but you can only manage things on the other users. Now let's do the same, but with Carla Dev. In this case, that user shouldn't be able to see any of this, only things related to the store. So let's go ahead and log in with that user.
A few moments later.
Okay, so once again, I'm gonna log in with my new user, which is Carla Dev. And the change here is, as you can see on the left side, I can see information about the store, but only about Rag Ruby store, nothing else. I can see the model and I can even make some changes. I'm not gonna do it. I can see tuples, I can add tuples, delete tuples, and even see the store settings. And I could even create new clients. So I kind of have full management over the store, but if I go to account, I do not have access to see information about the groups and members. If we finally take a look with the support account, let's see what we're gonna see. Let me log out and log in again with that account.
A few moments later.
Log back in. And now I'm going to be logged in as Carla Support. So what can I see here? I can see information about the store, only the store I gave myself. Well, not myself, I can see the model, but I cannot modify or do anything here. I can see tuples. I cannot add or delete any tuples. And if I go to the store settings, this is only read only. I cannot touch anything from here. Now, if we go to the account section, again, I also don't have access to manage or do anything about groups or members. Now, let me give you a fun fact about this feature. It was actually built using FGA itself. That means, for example, that when a group manager logs in and they're able to see the groups tab or the member tab, what's happening under the hood is that we're doing a call to the check endpoint using FGA. So we're using the same modeling language and APIs in our own tool that you use when you secure your applications. And this is the ultimate proof that the system is flexible enough to handle real life and enterprise scenarios. So with just a few clicks, you can move away from the super admin problem into a more organized structure. If your team is still running with everyone as an admin, and now is the perfect time to start implementing roles in Auth0 FGA. Remember, to get started, all you have to do is log in into your FGA dashboard and go to the Account and Groups tab. Let me know how that goes, and thank you for watching.